Welcome back. This is it, our final explainer on evaluating broadcast automation. We've gone through platforms, graphics, the works. But today is all about the future. And here's the thing, you just can't build the future of broadcasting on a shaky foundation. So before we get into all the cool stuff like AI, we've got to make sure our foundation is absolutely rock solid.
Right, so this is the final installment, part 10 of our 10-part series. It's all based on a really comprehensive guide from Virtualization Options LLC. Now we have to remember, every single organization is different, right? You've all got unique needs. So this guide isn't a one-size-fits-all magic bullet, but it absolutely nails the most common, most critical things that most of us need to think about.
And the guide saves the really exciting stuff for last. Chapter 10 dives into AI and workflow automation integration. I mean, we're talking about the kind of stuff that just a few years ago felt like science fiction. Intelligent systems that manage content, that generate metadata automatically, basically a smarter, faster, more efficient way of doing everything. This is where the whole industry is headed.
But, and this is a huge but, the guide asks a really important question. Can you seriously jump into that AI-driven future if your current setup is, built on shaky ground? The answer is a hard no. You just can't. And that's why today we're focusing on the 3 foundational pillars that you absolutely must have in place to even think about building that future.
Okay, let's dig in. Pillar number 1 is your infrastructure. Think of this as the literal bedrock of your entire operation. The choice you make here, whether it's on-prem, in the cloud, or some kind of hybrid, is going to affect everything else, from how much you spend day to day to how quickly you can scale up. So the 2 main ways to go really boil down to a simple trade-off. On-premises gives you total, hands-on control, but wow, it requires a massive upfront investment. The cloud, on the other hand, flips that into a predictable operating cost and gives you incredible scalability. The catch? You're now super dependent on your internet connection, and you've got to keep a close eye on those bandwidth costs.
And if you do decide to go on-prem, it's so much more than just buying a few servers. You have to think about the capital cost of, well, everything. The networking gear, the storage, even the power and cooling for the room. Then there's the ongoing operational cost of having the staff to maintain it all. Now, the big payoff for all that hassle? You get unmatched control and the power to customize everything for your exact workflow.
So once your infrastructure is sorted, we move right into our second pillar, operational reliability. Because let's be honest, in broadcasting, going off the air is just not an option. It's not just about losing ad money. You could be looking at regulatory fines and, worse, damaging the trust you have with your audience. Your system has to be an engine that just never fails.
The gold standard that we're all shooting for is what's called 5 nines uptime. That's 99.999% availability. So what does that actually mean in the real world? It means you can have less than 6 minutes of downtime in an entire year. And getting there isn't magic. It's about being systematic and building in redundancy for every single piece of your workflow.
Now, the best way to get there is with a hot standby system. And this isn't just some backup computer sitting in the corner. Now, this is a complete, identical clone of your main system, running in parallel, synced up in real time. If the primary system even hiccups, the hot standby takes over almost instantly. We're talking seconds, and nobody watching ever knows anything happened.
Of course, a full hot standby setup is a pretty serious investment. So for a lot of operations, a warm standby system is a really smart compromise. In this case, the backup hardware is all there and ready to go, but it isn't actively running in parallel. This saves you a good bit on hardware and licensing costs, but you have to be okay with a failover that takes minutes instead of seconds. It's a calculated business decision, really, trading a little bit of recovery speed for a better price.
And reliability isn't just about a local server failing. It's about having a plan for a real disaster. A solid DR plan has 4 key parts. First, your recovery time objective, exactly how fast you need to be back on the air. Second, your recovery point objective, how much data can you possibly afford to lose. Third, geographic distribution, so a fire or flood at one site doesn't take you out completely. And finally, and this is the one people forget, you have to test it, constantly. A plan you haven't tested isn't a plan, it's just a wish.
This brings us to our third and final pillar, business integration. At the end of the day, all this incredible technology has to serve the business. And what that really means is that your automation system has to talk seamlessly with your traffic and scheduling systems, the part of the business that actually makes money.
I mean, this is really what it all comes down to, right? All the complex gear, all the blinking lights and fancy screens. Their main job is to serve one business function, making absolutely sure that the ads and the programs that the traffic department scheduled are the exact ones that air, right on time.
So the workflow that makes this happen is called as-run reconciliation, and it is absolutely critical. Your automation system logs everything, and I mean everything that airs. That log gets automatically compared to the traffic schedule. If there are any differences, say a wrong commercial or a missed spot, it gets flagged as an exception for a human to look at. That final, clean, reconciled log is what the billing department uses to send out invoices. It's that simple. No reconciliation, no money.
So let's circle all the way back to our original question. Are you ready for the future? Well, the answer really lies in the strength of these three pillars we just walked through. So to recap, the big takeaway is this. A future-ready operation is built on 1. A solid, smartly chosen infrastructure. 2. Unshakable operational reliability with great redundancy and a tested DR plan. And 3. Seamless integration with the business systems that actually drive revenue. You got to have all three.
And that really is the bottom line, isn't it? A successful leap into the future of AI and automation, it's only possible if you're launching from a stable, well-built platform. You have to nail the fundamentals before you can really take advantage of all the amazing innovations coming down the pipe.
And with that, we've reached the end of our series. We really hope this guide has given you a powerful way to think about your own evaluations. So we'll leave you with just one final thought to take with you. Once your foundation is built, once it's rock solid and future-proof, what are you going to build on top of it?